Okay, let me paint you a picture. Imagine it's sometime around Corona time to like a little bit during like quarantine time, a little when Minecraft was like really popular. So it's this time of year, and you're like you just finished college. Sadly, like you were a little like socially awkward, so you never really like interacted, went to parties or like um, what's that word? Integrated yourself with the other gender. So like you're just like a lonely virgin throughout college, just kind of not lonely, maybe not lonely, but just doing your own thing. But then after college, like COVID goes into effect, so you gotta work from home, so you're stuck in home, no like social interaction. Besides Minecraft, because you had been playing Minecraft throughout college and like high school, and it was your life, and you had just gotten like accepted as helper on Hypixel, and you played Hypixel for like 12 hours a day, and when you weren't playing Hypixel, you were thinking about the server, you were on the forums, the Discord, you were like watching videos on it. So like your life pretty much revolved around Hypixel. Like Hypixel was your purpose. Minecraft just overall was the main driver in your life, keeping you going. You know how you always have that weird obsession in your brain that you like daydream about sometimes? That was you. Like you were obsessed with Hypixel. So like everything goes smoothly. Oh, I gotta clear my throat. Oh my god, I shouldn't have taken that much. But everything goes smoothly, and you end up getting a helper. And then you start like working up the ranks, and you're a moderator. So like the initial like joy of having power, because you've never had power in your life, power over other people has like it's already gone. Like the dopamine you're getting from that is not that big. You kind of have a big ego, but now you're kind of lonely. You find yourself hosting like open parties in Bedwars Lobby 1, where you invite anyone to play with you, and you have like your own moderator. You have your own private Discord server. Because I've actually seen this happen. I like on God for real. Like these moderators used to have their own Discord servers where they had their own little community because they got lonely. Not all of them like had an exact life path that I hypothetically like laying out. But just like imagine you're in that shoes. That's how this is gonna go. You're imagining like you're the moderator. So one day you figure out like you always knew what YouTube and Twitch was, but then you figure out like, oh my god, there's a lot of people streaming Bedwars on Hypixel, and you come across this method that I call the attention method or the clout method. It's where a moderator on Hypixel would befriend a YouTuber or streamer, and only when they're live, the moderator would be present to make sure like they can message the YouTuber and be like, hey, any cheaters in your game? Yes, please ban. Thank you so much, moderator. Only when they're live, they would assist, get that free clout to their name. But this got me thinking even farther, whatever the word is. What would happen if a lonely, partially now depressed, socially deprived, never felt the touch of a woman before, moderator, unpaid, still has an hour job hopefully, came in contact with a non-ugly female streamer? I'm not saying they had to be hot, because if they stayed inside their entire life, any girl, as long as they're not like conventionally unattractive, would be attracted to them. So they find this streamer. Maybe we're just gonna say she's 18 because I don't want to make anyone seem like a predator. So she's 18, okay? Probably wouldn't have been in real life, but for the story, she's 18. It's all hypothetical. Remember, you're the moderator though, and as the moderator, you're like, damn, that girl is bad as hell. So you befriend her as she's streaming. She's like having a little open party on Hypixel, but sadly, as you know, there's a lot of like toxic guys in the server. So like there's like a ton of dudes just joining her party, harassing her, throwing like insults at her, being sexist, racist, misogynistic. They're hacking on her in her games, and they're just ruining her stream. So you, the little hero, you come in and you ban all the rule breakers. So after you ban like all the rule breakers and shit, she's like, thank you so much, and you're like, no problem. Let me know if anything like that happens again. You ladies are right. So then you friend her, and you go on with your day. Hold on, I gotta clear my throat again. Oh, I'm just gonna leave this uncut probably. So after like you befriend her, you come back to your stream, you join her Discord, you add her on Discord, you guys play some Bedwars doubles together, you impress her because there's an evil hacker in your game, and you ban her, and she's like, oh my god, thank you so much, I like you so much. And you're like slowly like you're catching feelings for her because you have never really spoken to a girl in real life, besides for mundane tasks like, thank you, I want to order this for the restaurant. Oh yeah, I didn't do the homework. You've never had an actual conversation or spent time with a woman. So your brain's on fire. The oxytocin, your mind is going crazy. You're forming you're a crush on her. You're getting feelings for her. But because you've never had like other past experiences, these feelings would turn into like an obsession. So hold on, I gotta get some water real quick. Okay. So now after you already like her, she's growing in size. You guys still you guys are not now. I would say you guys are actual like online friends now, but she doesn't see you as more than a friend. While you see her as the love of my life, my future wife, the one I need, the one I can't live without. Like you're throughout the day, and before your driving factor was hypixel, you only thought of hypixel 24/7, getting staff rank, just becoming like hypixel famous in the community, something like that. But now your purpose has changed from Minecraft to her. So you're obsessed with this streamer. You know your obsession with someone is bad when you start thinking about them outside of talking to them and just like all day. Like trust me, I used to get obsessed with people. Luckily, the latest person I got obsessed with likes me back, so it's fine. But yeah, it's not a healthy habit, especially if you're chronically online. So you like she ends up growing in size. She's like a big YouTuber now, big streamer, not big, but like 10k subs. And you're like her go-to guy. She goes to you. You're her guy best friend. So like she goes to you whenever she needs like a favor done on the server. But you start to like realize something. It's not really a two-way relationship. It's more of like an interview when you're asking her questions. She never asks you questions back. Sure, she replied to you really fast, but she never answered you back. She never asked you questions back. Sure, she showed emojis, like typed in all caps to show excitement, added exclamation marks and like extra letters, but she never engaged. You're always reaching out first to her. So this starts to get you worried and you start overthinking. And you come to so many rationalizations until one day you see her on a pixel with another dude, or you think it's a dude. So you stalk her. You stalk her in vanish mode. You start watching her games, all her replays. You find any reason to get that dude banned, but that's besides the point. And then one day, your lame ass messages her. Okay, no, first you guys are like follow each other on like Instagram. Maybe you have Snapchats now because you're friends. So one day you ask her and like you message her on Instagram like, hey, would you ever like to meet up, grab a cup of coffee or something? Because your obsession has turned into the point where you feel like you know her better than you actually know her. Like you feel like you love her. You literally love her. So it gets to this point, right? And she doesn't see your Instagram DM. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but it doesn't say seen. So you just message her on Discord, hey, should I remove you? And she's like, what? And then you're like, you didn't reply to my text. And then she's like, oh, what text? I don't think we have each other's numbers. Because you're like a lame ass who says Instagram DMs are called texting. And then, yada yada yada. It goes on a little bit. And then she eventually sees it and like, oh yeah, I would, but like you're kind of far away. And you're like, you're down badass. Like, I'll fly you out. I got your ticket. And then you even volunteer to say, you can stay with me. And then she's like getting like kind of like, she still thinks of you as like a friend, the brother she never had. Because you would always ban the hackers and protect her. Even though you really just did that so you could steal her, so you can make her your little love of your life. And she's starting to think you're kind of weird. But she doesn't want to retaliate or say anything because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings or ruin your current friendship. So time goes on. You joke about it now with her on and off. But you just get so deeply obsessed that one day you just send it. You just send the DP and you're like, are we effing or are we not? And then you call her because now you guys had each other's numbers. You call her and then you leave a voicemail, and you kind of like to meet with the lover where you're like, if I don't hear back from you in 3 hours, I will assume that you don't like me. So you can go ahead and lose my number because I've already deleted your number. So the only way you can contact me or I can contact you is if you reach back out. So she, of course, ignores your ass. But then don't worry, you didn't keep good to your word. You called her back again. And now it's got to the point where you literally meet up. You stalk her address, everything, because you got modern hypixel. You use like your perms and everything to just find where she lives and everything. Even though I know that probably couldn't happen that easily, and yeah, just for the storyline. So then you go to her house. And as you're at her house, she's like, hiding in her room, looking through the curtains. And because you spend most of your time inside, you made her a song, so you start singing your song. And then like you get like filmed on like TikTok, okay? So like someone's like she's like recording you, other people are recording you, so you're getting recorded. And also don't forget you're ugly as fuck. No, it's not that. You're okay. You're unattractive. You're not that. Okay, yeah, you're just ugly as hell. But so you're getting recorded, and you're outside in the hot sun, so it's bad lighting too, and you're sweaty because you ran, because like you drove, but you also had to run a little bit, and you're like your arms, you didn't put deodorant on, so you're like just bad mental image of yourself is there, and then you're getting recorded, and also imagine you're like 5'4", and then her dad, who's like 6'4", comes down and is like, "You creep! You better leave my daughter alone! I want to file a restraining order against you," and then you flip out because you're like, "You can't stop us. We have true love." So you're like, "You can't stop me from meeting the love of my life. She's my future wife. Nothing can come between our love." It's just one-way love, and a lot of things can come between it, including distance. Because like also keep in mind, like e-relationships is just ones and zeros on the screen. It's like plankton and carrot. You're dating a computer, just gigabytes and megabytes. So then you're like really sad. You get the cops calling you. There's a restraining order, and then that slowly goes away. You get back home after a few weeks or so, and your purpose now is hypixel, and it's trying to feel nostalgia, because that's the only thing keeping you going at this point is the memories of the past, because you don't like your life anymore. But it couldn't end there for you, buddy. Like imagine it got even worse. Imagine now Twitter. She exposed you because she felt preyed on and she felt violated because some ugly ass motherfucker like you thought you had a chance with her. So she felt like violated too. So she goes on to post like a twit longer on it, and now everybody knows. She posts like the video, everybody knows you're cooked, like you're done, and you're just like, what would you do? I don't know. I feel like that has to have something like that, or at least not the full thing, but parts of the steps to the final product of the story probably happened. Like there's a weird obsessive stalkers on like hypixel that would, like, or staff members that would stalk you if they liked you. But yeah, that was a yapping story. Please don't be mean to me. Okay. Also, it's all hypothetical. Just like, yeah. Anyways, bye.